Rastas have dreadlocks, Jews have side curls. With a fascinating cast of characters, the documentary Awake Zion explores the connection between Judaism and Rastafarianism and finds that Jews and Rastas have more in common than one might think. We got an exclusive tour of the legendary Jewish-owned reggae record store Jammyland, where Awake Zion's director, Monica Haim, shared some of her most interesting stories.
Once when I was here, I met Congo Ashanti Roy, who is a serious roots man in Jamaica, and he's the one that introduced me to the elder Bongo Daniel, who was sort of the star of the film.
The inspiration for Awake Zion came to Monica when she saw the reggae artist Sister Carol perform live for the first time.
I see this very powerful, gorgeous queen empress on stage singing about words like Zion and Israelites and Solomon and Sheba and David, and words that I had associated to Judaism. One day I saw her on the customs line on my way to Jamaica in the airport, and she ended up being in the film.
One of the most fascinating characters in the film is Nigel the Admore, a Breslov Chassid who is also a reggae MC. When he moved to Israel, he brought dancehall music with him.
He's very funny because he's this Breslov Chassid, in full regalia, but he can rhyme like the best of them.
Some of the most interesting personalities came to Monica in the most unexpected ways.
My editor came home one day and he said, there's a guy in my kickboxing class who's got dreadlocks and tattoos of the Old Testament all over his body. I'm like, let's interview him. And so we met him and we realized it was Dr. Israel, like a pretty well-known Brooklyn-based sort of indie punked up artist. He's definitely somebody who feels the Old Testament presence in Rasta culture and expresses it, I guess, in his own modern way.
The Jewish Rastafarian connection goes all the way back to the founder of Rastafarianism.
That's Haile Selassie, who is said to be the 225th descendant of Solomon, the Jewish King Solomon, and Queen of Sheba.
It's a shared religious tradition that's blatantly stated on reggae album covers. With his platinum record sales, the Hasidic reggae star Matisyahu has become the most visible symbol of this connection. Even hardcore reggae fans can't get enough of him.
Malcolm, do you guys carry Matisyahu's record here? Look at that. Sold out of Matisyahu's records at Jammyland.
One of the most interesting connections between Judaism and Rastafarianism is the least obvious.
We do smell some spices at the end of the Sabbath to herald in the new work week. That's an aromatic kind of ritualized thing, not unlike the use of marijuana in Rasta culture.
Rasta man use these chalice to give thanks and praise when it burn herb.
It's a sacrament. It's a sacred thing. A woman is not even allowed to smoke with a man in strict Rasta cultures in Jamaica.
But sometimes the connection is really all about the reggae music.
It's a music of love and understanding, of peace certainly, and and even though it has a very positive, cheerful sentiment, it comes from resistance and it comes from struggle and it comes from pain, which is very Jewish actually.